Good evening to all of you. Hi, good evening. Hi, hello, good evening to all of you. Okay. Acha, first information. Yes. First information, tomorrow, Saturday, you don't have any weekend exam. Next Sunday, you are going to have exam. Tomorrow, on Sunday, there is no exam. Next weekend, you will have exam, okay? Someone started asking my name all of a sudden. So let's study a little bit. In the mid, when number of students is high, then I will tell you, okay? So, okay. So, good evening to all of you. So, let's continue. Acha, so it is beginning of the lecture. So, still few members are to join. In the meantime, we will have quick revision. Okay. Revision means I won't say anything. I will be asking question. You just answer me. And through question, we will have revision of what we have studied so far. Entire week. Okay. So, I am writing few equations. You have to identify the shape. Okay, based on the given equation, what is the shape, you have to tell me. Okay, so starting with first equation. Okay, y square equals minus x square plus 20. This is equation of what? Y square equals minus x square plus 20. Good. Yes. Negative. Array, see, do a little bit adjustment also, na. See, as you grow in life, the level of the questions are not going to be very straight. Okay, so sometimes question will be twisted a little bit. You have to untwist as per your requirement. Okay, so this is equation of what? Circle. Yes, if I send this minus x square on this side, it becomes what? Plus x square. Okay, so what I got? X square plus y square equals what? 20. Now 20 I can write it as what? Root 20 whole square. 20 can be written as root 20 whole squared. So basically radius is root 20 and it is what? Circle. Yes, it is what? A circle. Okay, so just giving a quick review, let others members also join. In 1 or 2 minutes we will start. Okay, one more equation I am writing. Let's say how many of you are able to answer it. Okay, so see, x square equals 2x square equals minus 3y square plus 30. 2x square equals minus 3y square plus 30. Do the rearrangement. Yesterday I told what is this. Yes, correct. Okay, good. No, it is not parabola. Mahesh, it is not parabola. Good. Yes, it is ellipse. How? If I bring this y term on this side, I got 2x squared plus 3y squared equals what? 30. Okay. So you have x squared term, you have y squared term, but their coefficients are different. 2 and 3 coefficients are what? Different. Na. Satya Teja, it is not a straight line. Slope we define for straight line. Okay. It is not a straight line. Okay. So this is what? Ellipse. How? I am bringing minus 3y squared on the other side. So I got 2x squared plus 3y squared equals what? 30. Coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square, they are different. If they were same, it would have been what? It would have been circle. But as they are different, it is what? Ellipse. Acha, Sanjana, do not worry. I am not teaching anything new. I know that people joined late, so I was just giving questions based on last lecture so that no one misses out any new point. Okay, so now I will start. Okay, so no one should worry about I have taught anything new. So I know the human tendency or human nature that in general people join late. Okay. uh Radius can be irrational. Someone is asking, can radius be irrational? Yes, radius can be irrational. Radius can be irrational. Means here I have written root 20. Okay, root 20. It is not a perfect square. So yes, it can be rational. Irrational. Radius could be irrational. No, you should not worry. Name I will tell in the end. Now name doesn't matter. The content matter na, that you are going to discuss. Okay, so again, one last time I'm telling you, I gave you 2x square equals minus 3 square plus 30. I am sending minus 3y square here. I got what? 2x square plus 3y square equals what? 30. Here coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of y square is 3. X square, y square are having different coefficient. So when you have this kind of equation, something x square, something else into y squared, if coefficient of x and y are different, then figure is what? Ellipse. Just we need to know the name. Okay, now let's continue and do. Okay, so wherever we ended, we will again start from there. Okay, so yesterday I wrote one equation, y equals ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now here you can see one thing, that there are two variables, y and x. Okay, there are two variables, y and x. Here power of y is what? 1. And here highest power of x is what? 2. Okay, and it is a what you say, polynomial expression, ax square plus bx plus c. Under such condition, this shape is what? Parabola. Okay, so when we have equation of this kind, y equals ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c could be what? Numbers. Okay, this shape is what? A parabola. Now when you have a square of x, then you have either this kind of parabola or you have this kind of parabola. So when you have y as a single power and power of x is what? 2, then you have are these portions going to be in physics? Okay, no more useless questions. Aja, what could be the purpose that these things are being taught? Yes, definitely they are going to be used somewhere in physics. Okay, basic graphs are going to be there. Okay, so these graphs are going to be there in physics. They are going to be required. Okay, now these are maths. Okay, tell me, maths, don't you use mathematics in physics? I won't argue much, but don't we use mathematics and physics? Yes, we continuously use mathematics and physics. Okay, now when you have this kind of equation, x is in square form, y has what? A single power, then you have these two kinds of parabola. Okay, this is called as upward opening parabola. It is possible when the coefficient of x square, a, is what? Positive. Okay, and you will have downward opening or downward facing parabola when coefficient of x square is what? Negative. Okay, whatever is the value of b and c doesn't matter. This shape or opening of parabola, upward opening or downward opening, it is decided only by the coefficient of x squared, which is what? A. So if a is positive, upward facing; if a is negative, downward facing. Yesterday someone asked, if a is 0, then what kind of parabola? Then I told you, if a is 0, then this first term overall will be what? 0. So if first term becomes 0, you will have what? Bx plus c. Now it is not a parabola, it is a straight line. Now y equals bx plus c. It is linear equation, so it will be what? A straight line. Got my point? So a must be non-zero. So for this to be parabola, a is necessarily non-zero. If you take a as 0, it won't be what? A parabola. Okay. Now, how to draw parabola? Now we are going to discuss. Just see one thing. If I take a as 0, line will be straight line. Can anyone tell me what will be slope? If I take a as 0, first term vanishes. If in that case line you will have a straight line, what will be slope in that case? Slope will be what? Coefficient of x, that is what? B. Okay, so slope will be B and y-axis intersection point will be what? C. Now let's proceed. Okay, so let's go for it. First question, y equals x square plus 5x plus 10. Coefficient of x square is what? 1. Coefficient of x square is 1. 1 means what? Positive. So a is 1, 1 is positive. Which kind of parabola? Upward facing. Okay. Second question, y equals minus 3x square plus 10x plus 3. Okay. Coefficient of x square is minus 3. A is minus 3, which is what? Negative. For negative a, downward facing parabola. Write it. Up to here we have discussed. Okay. Up to here we have discussed. Now we'll continue and discuss new things. Okay. Done up to here? Okay, completed. Now everyone see this case. See this lowest point in parabola or this highest point in parabola. Okay, this is lowest point for upward opening parabola and this is highest point for upward opening parabola. These have special name. They are called as vertex. What they are called? Vertex. Or for understanding purpose, you can call it tip. Okay. So this point, lowest point in upward opening parabola and highest point in downward opening parabola, the formal name is vertex, and for understanding purpose, you can call it tip. Okay. Tip or vertex. Write this also. Okay, now remember, parabola is a very diverse topic in mathematics. Okay, those who opt for physics, chemistry, math, those who go for engineering entrance examination, they have one dedicated chapter parabola, very much dedicated chapter parabola in JEE, Joint Entrance Examination Preparation. Okay, but we just need to know the basics of parabola. So I will teach you one only special case of parabola. Okay, so we need not to do any PhD or we need not to get into much details of parabola. We need to basics whatever is required for us. Okay, so now this vertex or tip is known. Now I will discuss a special case. Okay, one special case I am going to discuss. A special case. Okay, a special case. Now see, if I write y equals ax square, okay, now you can see power of y is 1 and highest power of x is again what? 2. Okay, power of y 1, highest power of x is what? 2. So this also represents what? Parabola. This also represents what? A parabola. Okay, now as it is representing parabola, here bx term and c term are missing. So b is 0, c is also what? 0. So for such parabola, b 0, c 0. But that doesn't matter. Highest power of x is 2, highest power of y is 1. So this is also parabola. Now let's understand. For such parabola, vertex is at origin. For such parabola, y equals ax squared, vertex is at origin, means 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0. Now you know the shape of parabola. I am going to draw it for you. So y equals ax squared. Where is vertex for this parabola? Origin. So I will get this kind of parabola if a is what? Positive. And I will get x, y, x, y. I will get this kind of parabola when a is what? Negative. So y equals ax squared. It also represents what? A parabola, because it is meeting the condition of parabola. Highest power of x 2, highest power of y is what? 1. So y equals ax squared is also parabola. What is coefficient of x square? A. And what is vertex or tip of this parabola? Origin or 0, 0. So when a is positive, you will be having a upward facing parabola whose vertex is at origin. If you have a negative, you will be having a downward facing parabola having tip or vertex at origin. Draw it fast. Now in physics, we are going to get this kind of equation. Y is equal to some physical variable is equal to some other physical variable squared. Okay, that's why we are focusing only in this kind of parabola. Okay, got my point? Clear? Is it clear why one is facing up, why one is facing down? Any doubt? One parabola is facing up, one parabola is facing down. I hope it is clear. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, question. Okay, hello students, is it coming now? It is coming. Okay. Okay. Actually, there was some technical problem here. Okay. So let's let other students join. Then we will continue. Okay. So there was internet outage. The video got stuck for around 5 to 7 minutes. So we'll continue. Let others join. I'm not going to discuss. Let's wait for 2-3 more minutes. Let others join. Then we'll continue. I am from here. Someone is asking, where are you from? No. Yes, I will rediscuss. Why? I got to know that video got stuck there. So I will rediscuss. Okay. Let other students join. Okay. So just tell me one thing, that up to this stage, up to this slide, was video running okay? Up to this slide, was video running okay or not? Just asking. Up to this slide, was video okay? So I hope you must have understood it, na? Okay. So let me rediscuss it, okay? Okay, someone is saying no. So let me rediscuss it. Okay, I will rediscuss it, okay? So this is the new thing. So remember, okay, now we have already wasted some time. So let's do efficiently. Remember, y equals ax square. Y equals ax square. It is also parabola. It is also what? A parabola. Here, bx term and c term are missing. Bx and c term are missing. B and c is 0. But even then it is parabola, because both the conditions are met. Coefficient of highest power of x is 2 and highest power of y is what? 1. Now y equals ax square. First important thing, vertex or tip of y equals ax square. It is at origin. Now, if vertex is at origin, if I want to draw the graph of y equals ax square, vertex is at origin or tip is at origin. So if A is positive, you will be having upward opening parabola with vertex at origin. So I have drawn it. Upward opening parabola with vertex at what? Origin. Similarly, if A is negative, again, you will have vertex at origin, but coefficient of x square is negative. So it will be what? Downward facing or downward opening parabola. After that, I discussed questions where video got stuck. So let me rediscuss it. So after this theory, I discussed this question. Y equals 3x square. I am comparing y equals 3x square with y equals ax square. A is how much? 3, which is what? Positive. So as A is positive, you will have upward facing parabola, and for y equals ax squared, vertex or tip is at origin. So vertex is at origin and there is an upward facing parabola. So here I hope the video got stuck. So write this case, then we will move on to the next slide. And that was the last question that I discussed. So we'll continue after that. So is it done? Is it clear? Okay. Achha, why 0, 0? I can tell you one point. Someone is saying why 0, 0. See, the why, that is vertex, that is a deep thing. Why it will pass from 0, 0, that I can tell you. Put x as 0 here. If I put x as 0 here, what is 0 square? 0. 0 into 3 becomes what? 0. So y also comes out to be what? 0. So it will pass from 0, 0. But why necessarily that is vertex? That is something deep. There we are not going. Okay. It will definitely pass from origin 0, 0. Okay. Now coming to this question, y equals minus 5x square. Y equals minus 5x squared. Okay. When I compare coefficient of x, when I see the coefficient of x squared, a is minus 5 negative. So it is matching with y equals ax squared. A is negative. So again, a downward facing parabola whose vertex or tip is at what? Origin. So this is the graph of y equals minus 5x squared. Write it fast. Done. This clear? Now we will compare two parabolas of this kind. Okay, many a times we need comparison also. Now we are going to compare two parabolas of this kind. Okay, so let's have like this. Okay, see, this is one parabola. Okay, this is another parabola. Okay, both are parabola. This is outer, not inner. This is outer one and this is what? Inner one. Now let me use two different color for them for more clarity. Okay, so this is outer one with yellow and inner one is with what? White. Okay, both are parabola. Now just try to understand. I am writing equation y equals 2x square, y equals 5x squared. Okay, now y equals 2x square, y equals 5x squared. Both are parabola. Coefficient of x square in both cases positive. So both will be what? Upward facing what? Parabola. Now the question is, which parabola is which one? That we want to understand. So see one thing. let me take x as 1. Let me take x as what? 1. Okay. So this is parabola number 1. This is parabola number 2. If I put x equals 1, then parabola number 1 gives what value of y? 1 square into 2 becomes what? 2. If I take x equals 1 in second parabola is giving me what? Y equals 1 square into 5. That is what? 5. So, for same value of x, which parabola is giving you higher value of y? Second parabola. Higher value of y means what? Graph should be what? Higher. Okay. Higher value of y means y, the more you go away from x-axis, more is what? Y. So second equation is giving me higher value. Which graph looks higher? Inner graph looks what? Higher. Inner graph looks what? Higher. So inner parabola should be y equals 5x square and outer parabola should be what? Y equals 2x square. So now if I give you equation, then based on that equation, can you draw both the parabolas? So is this comparison clear that which parabola is which one? Is comparison clear or not? So bigger the coefficient of x square, more inside the parabola will be. Is it clear? Bigger the coefficient of x square, more inside parabola will be. Why? Because for same value of x, y will be what? More high. More high means what? More inside. So write it. So I am writing bigger the coefficient of x square, more inside the parabola is. Bigger the coefficient of x squared, more inside the parabola is. Okay, write it fast. We will do one more comparison. Done. Okay, so parabola number 1, parabola number 2. One equation is y equals 6x square. One equation is y equals 10x square. You have to tell me 6x square represent which parabola and 10x square represent which parabola? Y equals 6x square, y equals 10x square. Numbering I have done. Inner one is first and outer one is second. 6x squared is which parabola? 6x squared is which parabola? 6 will be what? Outer. Why? Coefficient of x square is what? Less. And 10x square will be what? Inner. 10x square will be inner. So 6x square is second parabola. 10x square is what? First parabola. Is it clear? Done. So now you can compare two parabolas also. Now let me give you one equation from physics where you can feel that yes, this is definitely going to be useful for us. Okay. So now I am going to give one equation where you will feel this that yes, it is definitely useful for us. There is something called as a spring potential energy. We need not to go into physics. What is meant by spring potential energy? I also don't know. Okay. I just know the formula. I am telling you formula. A spring potential energy. For potential energy, we use U. What symbol we use? U. And formula of spring potential energy is half k x square. half k x square. Okay, here k is positive. K is something. What is k? It is something, but k is positive. I want to draw potential energy versus x graph. Okay, so potential energy I am keeping on which axis? Y axis. X I am keeping on which axis? X axis. Okay, so here u equals half k x square. Everyone draw. U equals half kx squared. Okay, I will rediscuss it. First of all, you draw. So, okay, what will be shape of graph? U equals half kx squared. What will be shape of graph? Ha, upward facing parabola. What will be shape of graph? Upward facing parabola. Okay, whose vertex is at what? Origin. Okay, upward facing parabola whose vertex is at origin. So this is the graph. Okay, u versus x. Done up to here. Again, it should look symmetric. U versus x. Done. Clear? Okay, now let's go for new case. Okay, now see, y square equals ax. Y square equals what? Ax. Okay, acha, please repeat it again. Okay, bhai, listen carefully. Here, see, if we have equation y equals ax square, higher the value of x, more is the value of a, more inside parabola will be. Here if I compare 6x square, 10x square, 10 is bigger as compared to what? 6. So y equals 10x square will be more inside. Okay, parabola number 1 is inside, so y equals 10x square is parabola number 1. So 6x square will be outside in comparison to what? 10x squared. Now Mahesh, is it clear? Mahesh, you are asking to repeat it again. Is it now clear? Bigger the value of a, more inside the parabola will be. Okay, so here 10, 6, 10 bigger than what? 6. So 10x square will be more inside, and 6x square will be what? Outside. Okay, acha, again, y equals a x square. Okay, if there are two parabola, in one a is more, a is bigger, for that case parabola will be what? Inside. So there are two parabola, y equals 6x squared, y equals 10x squared. 10 is bigger than what? 6. So parabola of y equals 10x square will be more inside, okay, as compared to y equals 6x squared. Okay, clear? Anyone is still having doubt? Tell me. Y equals 6x square, y equals 10x squared. Even if I take any other example, I will just take two numbers now. The parabola with higher coefficient of x squared will be more inside. The parabola with lower coefficient of x squared will be outside. Okay, now let's proceed. Y square equals ax. It also represents parabola. It also represents what? A parabola. Okay, here highest power of x is 1 and power of y is what? 2. Okay, so y square ax also represent what? A parabola. Okay, now how does they look like? Let's draw. X equals xy. This is parabola when a is positive. Y equals y square equals ax. if A is positive, you have this kind of parabola, and if A is negative, then you have this kind of parabola. So if y square equals something positive into x, parabola will open in what? Right direction. And if y square equals something negative into x, then parabola will open in what? Left direction. Yes. But Alex, I said na, we are discussing basic maths na. At this stage, I don't know physics. Okay, that's what I said, that I won't get into physical concepts. Okay, physics part I'm skipping. I'm just telling you mathematics. By the way, yes, you are correct. X is deformation. Yes, but I don't know physics at this stage na. If I bring that into picture, it will be confusing for so many students also. So is it clear? So y squared equals ax. You can also draw. Now let's go for questions. Okay, let's go for questions. Done up to here? Now first question. Question is y square equals x. Y square equals what? X. Now, if I compare y square with what? Ax. What is A here? 1. What is present here? 1. A is what? Positive. So, which kind of graph? This kind. X, Y. Y square equals X. Write it. Okay, now you do next one. Acha, keep this in mind. From this we will learn one more graph. Keep this thing in mind. First to draw this graph. Y square equals minus x. Draw. X, Y. Y square equals minus x. Y square equals minus x. Okay, so compare y square with ax. What is a here? Minus 1, negative. Okay, so parabola will open in which direction? Left. Acha, see, try to understand one thing. This clear? From this graph, we will understand one interesting thing. Try to see. This is graph of y square equals what? X. Okay. Now see, above above x-axis, y is positive. Understand it. Above x-axis, y is positive. Below x-axis, y is what? Negative. Now, our equation is y square equals what? X. Okay. If y square equals x, I can write y as plus minus under root x. Okay. Y equals plus minus under root x. So from here, y got plus under root x or y got minus under root x. Okay. So see, y square equals x. We can also write y square x as plus minus of under root x. Now, it is giving one positive value of y, one negative value of y. Now, y is positive above what? X-axis. So, x-axis, y-axis. Okay. If I draw only upper part of this graph, if I draw only upper part of this graph, this is not giving me complete y square equals what? X. It is giving me only which part? Positive. When y is what? Positive. So this is graph of y equals plus root x. This is graph of y equals plus root x. Again understand, y square equals x. So I can write y as plus minus under root x. So one value of y is plus under root x, one value of y is what? Minus under root x. Y is a positive above what? X axis. So upper part of graph is giving you y equals plus root x. Okay. And lower part of this graph will give you y equals minus root x. So first of all, write this is graph of y equals root x. Draw. This form will open either left or right, but vertex is not necessarily at origin. Someone is saying explain y square plus y plus c equals x. That will also represent a sideward parabola, but vertex need not to be at origin. Vertex could be at any other point. Not required that one. So write this graph. So this is graph of what? Y equals root x. Okay. So if I don't take this lower half, this represents graph of y equals root x. Got it? Acha, you have to tell me this lower part is which graph? This lower part is representing which graph? Fast. Lower part is representing which graph? In y square equals x, this lower part is representing which graph? Here y, negative root x. Good. Lower part is representing which graph? Negative root x. So let me draw that for you. Okay. So let's go for that also. So let me draw both cases for you. X, y. This is y equals plus root x, and x, y. This is graph of y equals minus root x. Okay. Now, 5 more minutes. One very simple graph is remaining. Let's do it. We have wasted some time because of that technical issue. So 5 more minutes maximum. Done. Last graph. Hyperbola. Hyperbola. Okay. And we are going to discuss a specific case of hyperbola called as rectangular hyperbola. There is some shape hyperbola, and we are going to discuss some specific case of rectangular hyperbola. See the equation. Equation is y into x equals some constant. Equals some constant. Here c must be positive. Here c must be what? Positive. Okay. So y into x equals some constant, c is positive. You can also write it as y equals c by x. Okay. Now, the graph represented by this equation, is called as rectangular hyperbola. The graph represented by this equation is called as rectangular hyperbola. Now, how does it look like? X-axis, y-axis, c. In reality, this graph exists in first as well as third quadrant. But in physics, most of the time we are going to have both physical variable to be positive. So I am going only first quadrant portion of that graph. So graph looks like this. Okay, graph looks like this. This is equation of y into x equals constant, or y can be written as constant c by x. Here c must be what? Positive. C must be positive. Okay, so this is last graph, rectangular hyperbola. Write it fast. Okay, so very basics of graph is done. So tomorrow there is no lecture. Sorry, no lecture also, no exam also. Tomorrow there is no lecture, no exam. So enjoy, have great day, enjoy as much as you can. As I said yesterday, these are the last fun days. Okay, after that you have to go for very serious and rigorous studies. Okay, so enjoy. Someone is saying, asking name. Okay, name I am telling. My name is Jayant Ojha. So I am telling name Jayant, Jayant Ojha, Jayant Ojha. Okay, so this is my name, Jayant Ojha. Okay, okay, so that is all for today. Read, revise everything. Okay, so if time was more, we could have discussed more in hyperbola, but wherever it is required, we will retake it. Okay, so yes, I am from that part of India. So okay, again, whatever I taught for last 6 days, just go through each and everything. Next Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday you are going to have examination based on that. Again, happy Ugadi to all of you. Enjoy happy Ugadi, and one more festival, Eid is also coming. So Eid, happy Ramjan, happy Ugadi. Okay, that's it. Enjoy, have a great. Any other query? Someone is asking which chapter topic. Rectangular hyperbola will be used in so many chapters. Whatever we discussed so far, that is going to be used in so many chapters, not just 1 or 2. It is going to be used in so many. Whatever we discussed, it's not like that we are just discussing it without any usage in physics. There are going to be so much uses of everything that we discussed so far. Okay, that's it. Enjoy. Bye bye. Have a great day.